This is my morning pump. I pumped 26 ounces this morning, which is crazy talk. But when I first started pumping, I knew absolutely nothing. I didn't know how to buy a pump. I didn't know which pump to buy because there's so many different options on the market. I didn't know what a flange was. I didn't know what my flange size was. I was told so many different things by so many different people. When I first started, I was bleeding. I had blisters. It was awful. It was straight up awful. I then started to get really into it, educating myself, and donated 4,000 ounces in honor of my son after he passed away, because I was able to get myself such a great supply because I had tons of time sitting at the bedside in the NICU to do my research and learn and experiment on myself. I started creating TikTok videos to educate other women. But then what I realized is that if you want an all-in-one encompassing guide to pumping and breastfeeding, it doesn't really exist on the market. And what I was realizing is that women were needing to scroll through several of my videos because there's just so much information, it would be impossible to get it into one place. So I created a playlist with all of these videos. However, all of the content is hours and hours and hours of watching if you wanted to get all of that education in one spot. And it's very difficult to organize on social media. Some women, that's great. That's how they prefer to get their information. But what I wanted to do was take my proven method for increasing supply and for choosing a pump and teaching women how to pump and how to breastfeed and how to wean and how to prevent clogged ducts and all of these things, because I feel like I have had such an amazing pumping and breastfeeding journey with both pregnancies. I am very blessed in that I have been able to create an oversupply and be able to donate. I never have to worry about if my baby's gonna have enough to eat. I don't have to worry about clogged ducts really. I rarely get them, and when I do, it lasts like a few hours because I know how to take care of them and how to spot them and how to get them out. I don't ever get mastitis, like knock on wood, but I've never had it. And I want every woman to have the opportunity to have that type of experience if that's what they choose. But I also understand that not everybody has time to sit there and scroll on TikTok, and I don't have that time either. So what I did is I took a ton of hours, all of my research, everything, and I put it all in one place into my pumping guide. And my pumping guide includes literally everything that I wish that I would have known. It starts at square one with what is breast milk, like what makes breast milk so amazing. Then it goes into how to buy a pump, what types of pumps there are, why you might want one pump over the other pump, or like why you might want a certain type of pump. What is a flange? How to size yourself correctly. What to do if you want to boost your supply. My proven method for boosting your supply. How to start pumping initially if you want to exclusively pump. How to pump and like combo feed if that's what you want to do. How to nurse and pump if that's what you want to do. What the schedule should look like initially as soon as the baby's born. How much to expect initially. What is considered an oversupply. What is considered an undersupply. What do I eat? How much water should I be drinking? Like all of these things I put into there. And what about supplements? Just so you're aware, I never recommend really any supplements because they can have the opposite effect on your supply. And I just don't want to blanket recommend something to people and then have them taking it and 50% have this great increase and 50% have the opposite effect. So really the only supplement that I ever say that I really take is sunflower lecithin to help prevent clogged ducts. I put in there how to prevent the clogged ducts, how to prevent the mastitis, when to go to the doctor, when to like sit there and massage at home, and I put in there like some red flags and about the different colors of milk and what they mean, and then what to do with your spilled milk, because no one wants to spill their milk and waste it, but like it happens. So like what can I do with it? How can I save it? How can I use it in other ways so that it doesn't go to waste? And then how to freeze my milk. What are the different guidelines for setting it on the counter, having it in the fridge, having it in the freezer? I included printables so that you can track your pumping and stuff like that until you get really comfortable with it, or just do it all the time if that's what you want to do. I also included mental health stuff because postpartum is hard. And so I do have a section at the end that has just like some mental health stuff, some affirmations, some like journaling, things like that. And then I, of course, included a ton of resources as well. And then also in the guide, it is a printable ebook, but it's also a PDF. So on the PDF, if you click certain spots, you'll see like a little finger clicker. It'll take you to a list of things. It'll take you to like a website. It'll take you to like some of my pumping favorites, what I have in my pumping bag, all these things. Like I literally thought of everything and put it in this ebook. And people are like, well, that knowledge should be free. Well, unfortunately, knowledge isn't always free. We have to pay for school and things like that. And I like agree, it would be awesome. But like, if you want that free knowledge, go on my page, look through my videos, totally fine. I don't care if you buy the guide or not. Like the guide is meant for the people that want it all in one place and they want this information delivered to them instantaneously and they want to be able to refer back to it easily. And the reviews on it are amazing. Some women have gone from using formula to not having to use formula at all. Some women have gone from having to supplement heavily with formula to cutting it out completely. Some women have gone from not having enough to feed their baby to having enough to donate. That's crazy. And everybody has different goals. Some of the women in there are just wanting to make enough to feed their babies, and some of the women that buy the guide are wanting to make an oversupply to start building their freezer stash because they hate pumping and they don't want to do it anymore and they want to feed their baby breast milk. Or they have to go back to work and they don't want to have to worry about it. Or they want to make sure that they have enough to go on vacation or to be able to go away from the house for a few days. So if you want my pumping guide, long story short, you can get that in the link in my bio or comment guide below. I'll do my best to respond to the DMs. I honestly don't always get to them, and TikTok doesn't allow clickable links in messages, so that's kind of like an added layer of complexity there. But the best and fastest way to get it is go to the link in my bio, click on that, click on pumping guide, and you can get everything you need there. You can also sign up for my newsletter where I have free weekly content that gets sent out and a free instant download on power pumping as well. And the last way to get it would be to go to my Instagram and also do like the link in my bio there. But I also have tons of videos there where you can comment and then I DM you the link. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy pumping and happy breastfeeding and nursing. And I just wanted to kind of share with you where this guide came from and how it came to be about and a little bit about it.